to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Bluffton University's Copeland Court to bring you high school volleyball tournament action where the Marion local Flyers take on the New Bremen Cardinals in this district final. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, and Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Thanks again and welcome to Bluffton University. My name is Greg Burning. My partner tonight, Jeff Henchen, as we get set for these starting lineups. First for the Marion local Flyers. Flyers come in with a 13-12 record. As they go through the non-starters. Flyers are coached by Anthony Chappell. And starters, number 3, Lydia Griesdorn. Number 4, junior Kinsey Toby. Number 6, junior Elena Pullman. Number 8, junior Heidi Rethman. Number 10, senior Brooke Homan. And number 11, junior Abby Bruns. The libero for Marion local is number 9, senior Kelsey Koenig. New Bremen comes in tonight with a 23-1 record, coached by Diana Kramer.
Number 10, sophomore Chloe Bornhorst. Number 13, junior.
And so we go through the non-starters here for New Bremen.
Number 15, freshman Mia Schmidt. Number 23, freshman Ella Payne.
And now the starters for New Bremen. Number 4, senior Ashton Heitkamp. Number 5, junior Josie Reinhardt. Number 6, senior Taylor Paul. Number 7, sophomore Kaylee Friend. Number 8, senior Macy Putoff. And number 0, Diana Heitkamp, is the libero. And we also have their number 12, junior Claire Pate. So as we get set for the first serve, let's talk about our keys to the game.
Well, first for the visiting team tonight, the Marion local Flyers, they need to make sure that they play aggressively and also handle New Bremen's aggressive serve. I should say, they want to make sure they get good blocking. They did a nice job against New Knoxville, good team blocking, and they also have to be able to have a good first touch on offense. And that'll be key for them tonight, as New Bremen is going to serve hard, and they also have some good attackers. And for the New Bremen Cardinals, we talked about the serving already. New Bremen likes to serve aggressively. They'll hit some long, but boy, they do make it difficult on the defense at times for serve receive. They get a lot of aces, and they keep the other team out of rhythm, out of the system. Need to get off to a good start. Did not do so very much so against the Minster matchup here in the district semifinals, but prevailed, ultimately coming back. But you know, big target on their back. They're the state champs from a couple years ago, runner-up from last year, so everyone wants to knock them off. And a big stage here against a MAC foe, a league foe. So New Bremen would like to get off to a good start and kind of take that underdog approach the Flyers might carry with them out of play early on.
Those keys brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. So to get to this game here tonight, New Bremen defeated Minster 3-0 here at Bluffton University earlier this week. As Jeff mentioned, they got off to a sluggish start. Were lucky to win their first set. Actually came back to win 26-24. Marion local defeated New Knoxville in 4 here at Bluffton as well. So here we go. First serve action over to Kaylee Friend, and she knocks that one hard and long. We've seen Kaylee play a few times here. Great athlete. Really has a little bit of a habit of getting not getting on top of that ball.
Hasn't played a lot of volleyball, believe it or not. Just a good athlete. Jumps well, and when she develops that downward swing, she'll be very difficult to stop. Marion local, though, Greg, talk about serving. They serve it long, and they commit the first service error of the match.
That'll send Diana Highcamp to the service line. Nice serve. Picked up off the line by Marion Local. And a back set pushed across by Homan. Here's Bremen back on the attack. Ashton Highcamp will bump it across. Good opportunity here for Marion. Flipped. And a nice save there by Ashton Highcamp. Knocked over to Taylor Paul back on the Marion side. Little miscommunication there to Puppelman. That one drops for a New Bremen point.
Actually was to the middle hitter, Elena Pullman. Just timing off there, and will drop for a hitting error, if you will, unforced error maybe as well. But a couple volleys, some decent attacks. No one really able to like smoke it yet. We'll see once if the Flyers can do so in this attempt.
Pullman's shot blocked at the net there. Marion's got to push it over. Diana Highcamp with the save. Is going to be a good setup here for Pape. Over to Taylor Paul across the double block. Nice save on the Marion side. And we'll have our first double hit of the night, and it'll go in favor of New Bremen.
That time New Bremen able to get a decent attack on it. We've had a lot of balls just being kind of pushed over. Not a lot of velocity, but the ball handling error, though, does get Bremen the third point of the set.
Diana Highcamp, another nice serve. They push this one over to Pullman, and she gets it off the blocker for the kill.
Good downward direction there. You talk about going vertical. That's a good angle there for the junior. She averages just under 2.5 kills per set. Pretty good hitting percentage for Elena Pullman, also hitting at .257.
Checking in for the Flyers is number 14, Olivia Winter, serving. Picked up by New Bremen, pushed into the net, and short. That point will even it up at 3-3 on our scoreboard.
Tough break for the Cardinals as Marion was going to get a free ball, but never made over the net. That's the thing here in this level of volleyball. You can't give teams free balls. You want to get some velocity or have very good placement on your shots.
Back set to Pullman on the wheel route. Picked up by Bremen. Nice save by Claire Pape to get it back across. Marion, though, with another chance. They go far side to Kinsey Toby. Bremen able to dig it out of the net and get it across. Again, another chance there by Marion. Wheel route this time for Pullman. And that one will go for a kill. So good persistence by Marion to take the first lead of the night for the Flyers.
Definitely some hard-driven attacks by the blue and gold. And Bremen did a good job playing self-defense, but a lot of those resulted in some weak attempts, and Marion Local just able to reload, and Pullman with her second kill.
Olivia Winter was doing a nice job there serving. Unfortunately for the Flyers, that one's short. So 2 early service errors for Marion Local.
As a team, they serve 86% accuracy on the season. And Bremen just a little bit above that at 88. Both these teams are a lot of aces per set, but they will hit some balls in the net and out of bounds once in a while, so it makes it tough for the defense.
Good set back to Toby. Now on the Bremen side. Here is Ashton Highcamp with her first shot of the night. Picked up backside Flyers, Pullman, and there's another one. And a good setup there by number 8, Heidi Rethman, who's done a great job early on for the Flyers.
Marion getting in the system right now better than these two teams, and that's helped them come back to that sluggish 3-1 start where they were out of system. So it's a big key when you get the ball to your setter. These setters are good. They can feed the hitters pretty easily, or make it for a much better attack.
Here's Highcamp again for New Bremen. Picked up. Rethman again with the set. Far side to Toby. Blocked by New Bremen. Back on the Cardinal side. Set to the back row to Reinhardt. Down for the kill.
And a few times they've attacked out of the back row, and Josie Reinhardt, what a finish for the junior. She averages just over 2.5 kills per set for New Bremen. A very good hitting percentage at .250. And that one, different style attack, 10 feet off the net. It works as it hits the back row in the Flyers defense.
Claire Pape serve picked up on the Flyer side. Here's Kinsey Toby. Good shot blocked. A great save by Diana Highcamp. Back set to Highcamp. Ashton Highcamp is blocked out of bounds off of Pullman. Point will go to New Bremen.
For Ashton Highcamp, her first kill, averaging just over 1 kill per set and hitting at .233 on the season.
Short serve by Pape, picked up by Rethman, go right down the middle to Pullman, and that will drop for a kill and another tie on our First National Bank scoreboard. That's a 4th tie here already here in this first set.
Good run there for Elena Pullman in the front row, records 4 kills in that rotation. She now goes to the back, and she will serve. She's one of those girls, too, that can do some damage from the back row.
Right on cue, she gets the first ace of the night, and the Flyers back up by 1.
For Pullman, her 57th ace on the season.
Another good serve. That one picked up by Highcamp. Here is Josie Reinhardt, back row on the line. So Reinhardt off to a nice start, and we're even again.
Her second kill, Greg. Now that one out of the front row, right at the net, and hit the back line. So 2 kills for Reinhardt.
Yeah, she'll play all the way around for New Bremen, and as you noted, they've been setting her from the 10-foot line as of late, and it's paid dividends. Good serve there by Putoff. Far side, Kinsey Toby. Nice diagonal cross-court shot. Drops in for the kill.
A 5'8" junior with excellent vertical ability, and when you're up in the air again, hitting downward, she hit diagonal, which found the opening on this side. Very tough to make a play on the ball. Good kill for Kinsey Toby, her first kill of the set.
Toby will go back to the service line for the Flyers. A little mishandle there by New Bremen. Reinhardt hits that one into the net. So our biggest lead, I think, of the match, well, actually Bremen was up 3-1 early. Now Marion with their biggest lead at 2, up 9-7.
New Bremen just not able to get a kind of into rhythm yet. They've had some decent attacks, but more than not, it's like they've been scrambling a little bit to try to get a good attack on it.
Free ball to cross by Reinhardt. Good chance here for Marion. Pushed far side. Can't get a good pass to home, and that one goes into the net. Point. Into
the stick, yes, the pin. But that's a rare time where a free ball actually almost dropped on the floor on this side, and then it was handled, but the setter Rethman had to pull it back, and then the attack hit the stick. So a lot of bad things went wrong for the Flyers. They get a break on the service error.
And we talked about the New Bremen serving aggressively, and they had some issues the other night, and that ball served well deep by Ashton Heitkamp and out of bounds.
Their first service error of the set, Marion Local with 2.
Lydia Griesdorn with the serve for the Flyers. This one popped up back row to Taylor Paul. A nice shot. We'll get it back on the Bremen side. Pape with the set and mishandles it. And the point will go to the Flyers.
Marion right now just playing cleaner. I think they're getting more stuff in system. They're getting more good swings. The Bremen, though, just down by 3. Long way to go. They were down, you mentioned, against the Minster match on Monday. Had to climb back into that one in the first set to win 26-24. So they've been behind before and find themselves down by 4 now.
Griesdorn again with the serve for the Flyers. Picked up on the New Bremen side. Popped up to Reinhardt. Nice dig back row by Homan and pushed across by Toby. Quick set to Friend is blocked from Marion and drops. A little miscommunication. You can definitely see it. New Bremen a little out of sorts, and that'll lead to a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
Welcome back to Bluffton University, coming out of a timeout. New Bremen trailing 13-8. Jeff, we talked about this a little bit in the pregame. Same thing they did against Minster. Got well behind early on and had to fight themselves out of the first quarter. On the flip side, a great start for the Marion Local Flyers.
Yeah, the Flyers have come in. They got off to a bit of a slow start, but have really outscored New Bremen about 10-5 here. Make it 11-5, and right now a lot of momentum in the blue and yellow. Good serve by Lydia Griesdorn. Coach Kramer called that timeout. They weren't in huddle long. I think it was just a matter of girls focus. You know what you got to do. Get out there, take a breath, and go.
So that one served into the net. We'll give the possession back to New Bremen, trailing by 5 at 14-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Third service error for the Flyers here in set 1. So 9 of the New Bremen points, 3 of them have come via service errors by the Flyers.
Good pick up there over to Homan. Saved on the New Bremen side. Here's a pass over far side. Taylor Paul off the block, down for a kill. You know, something that we haven't touched much on is Marion has done a great job on serve and receive. Bremen is an aggressive team and usually gets a good chunk of aces. I don't believe they have any yet, and I speak of it right on cue, Josie Reinhardt, but Marion has done a fantastic job up to that serve at really getting the ball to home and to set the plays up right away.
And that's a big deal. I mean, that's key, like you said. Even though the Bremen maybe hasn't got aces, they've been getting the ball how do you say it, to their setter. You may not always get an ace, but if your setter's running around trying to locate the ball, that's not good. But New Bremen gets their first one, but they give it back for their second service error.
So Reinhardt hits that one into the net, keeps the Flyer lead at 4, and that will send number 9, Kelsey Koenig, back to serve for Marion. And that one sails just long.
Well, we played one rotation. I believe Kelsey Koenig started off the game serving, so we've gone 6 positions or 6 rotations.
Dinah Heitkamp serve for New Bremen, mishandled by by Marion, and that will drop for a New Bremen point. And boy, it doesn't seem like much has changed, but a couple service errors, and New Bremen's only down by 2.
Service ace for Dinah Heitkamp, Marion local. We just talked about how well they had been receiving it.
We feel like we're just saving them back and forth, or serving them back and forth out of bounds. As Heitkamp's second serve sails long. Maybe the air's different here or something, this gym, because it sure seems like a lot of the serves.
It's called adrenaline.
I think it is too.
I think this is a matchup of number 1 or number 2 in the state, and I think Marion finished number 10 maybe. Just a lot of.
And adrenaline must keep flowing because that one went out of bounds off of Olivia Winter. As we've traded points back and forth, waiting for a serve to get in bounds here. That will send Taylor Paul for New Bremen, one of their better servers. And that one would have been out of bounds as well, I think. Marion got a hand on it. Bremen catches a break there and now trailed by just 1.
Taylor Paul in the season, 69, now make it 70 aces on the season. She serves at 86%.
Homan tracks that one down. Kinsey Toby knocks it across. Dinah Heitkamp with the receive. Up front to put off, tries to jump it in, drop it in. Nice save by Griesdorn and back across. That one out of bounds. It's amazing in this game. You talked about how cleanly Marion was playing, and now all of a sudden just a couple of little miscues, got a little bit off track, and now we're even at 16, and the momentum has appeared to shift towards New Bremen.
Yeah, well said. It's 1 minute you can be up 3 or 4, next minute you can be tied or down by 1.
And the serves definitely help as Taylor Paul continues her run for New Bremen. Get them back in the lead. That will lead to a Marion local timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Bluffton University. This production is sponsored by Grand Lake Health here on NKTelco Sports, and we've got a good one here in set number 1, district final. Went back and forth. New Bremen goes on a nice run. They were trailing 14-8, and now with the 1-point lead at 17-16.
Making plays, and I mean, it's a game of adrenaline, momentum. Neither team's really played that well, if you will. There's been obviously some hitting errors, some serving errors, a couple ball handling errors. But in the mix of all that, there's been some good volleys too. So it's the atmosphere right now, and everyone's on a big stage and trying to make big plays. And 4-8 come up with a big one.
The great double block there, Heitkamp and put off as Marion tried to set up the wheel route, or the slide, I should say.
Successful with Pullman. They've done that very well in the past, and good timing by Heitkamp and put off.
And Paul's serve catches the top of the tape and falls back on the Bremen side. So that service error will give that point to Marion local. Number 7, Nicole Frank checks in for the Flyers. And Homan will serve. Picked up by Diana Heitkamp. Pushed up to put off. Sails that one deep. Looking for a touch. And a touch is called there on that point. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's not going over real well with the Marion fans. Couldn't really tell. It was right at the top of the net. And I didn't catch it, Jeff, if you did, if the up official called that or if it was the line judge.
It's tough. I didn't notice it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. So tough break.
For sure.
I didn't really notice it, but
so the point will go to New Bremen. Claire Pape back to serve. New Bremen with a 2-point lead.
Put off records the kill.
Toby with the hit, picked up Bremen side. Pape pops it up far side to Reinhardt. Nice save by Koenig. Pushed across by Pullman for the kill for the Flyers. So nice answer by Marion Local to bring it back within 1.
Number 6 with her 5th kill. Nice job there, just pushing it, if you will, to the spot, gets into deflection.
Pullman will go back to the service line. Good serve, barely saved by Putoff, and a nice shot by Reinhardt. Back on the Bremen side. He'll do a back shot here to Heitkamp, cross-court shot and in. So back-to-back strong hits by New Bremen gets them to 20.
Senior Ashton Heitkamp with a big kill there. Now they had a couple good other swings and some self-defense defense by the Flyers, kept it alive. But Heitkamp out of the right front with a good swing. Hit it down here diagonally for her 2nd kill of game 1.
Macy Putoff back to serve for New Bremen. Nice save on the Marion side. Popped up over to Reinhardt, and in the back row will drop for a kill. So big point there by New Bremen gives them a 3-point lead at 21-18. That'll lead to a timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, and Grand Lake Health. Thanks again to all those great sponsors. I'd like to also mention our replay sponsors, Winners Meats, our Keys of the Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza, and our Player of the Game sponsors, NKTelco, which Jeff and I will name at the conclusion of this game. And it's been a great match so far. We're only here in the first set, but this is what we expected to see. 2 good MAC teams battling it out. And as you mentioned, the first one may not have been so pretty so far, but still quality volleyball. And we got a big couple points coming here, bring with 3-point edge at 21-18.
Yeah, see once for the Marion Local Flyers with a timeout can break some momentum. It's been some very exciting action here. There's been some hard hits, some good volleys, and like I said, some miss hits once in a while here, but I think it's all par for the course right now as these teams obviously know they've got to play their best to beat the best.
Good shot across there by Marion. Nice back set by Pape. Picked up on the Marion side and amazingly knocked across by Koenig. This one's up to Friend. Picked up in the back row by Marion, tracking these down like crazy, and Homan going to be able to free ball it across. Should be a good opportunity for Bremen. Far side, Reinhardt down the line and called on the line. Again, another close call. Coach Chappell was right in front of that one.
Couple close calls have gone against Marion Local. That's tough for them. They find themselves down by 4. It was hit pretty hard. I didn't see it.
So back on the Marion side, far side, Toby blocked at the net by Friend and Heitkamp, and that will drop. So Bremen picking up on the momentum, now have a 5-point lead, just needing 2 more to close out set 1.
No timeouts left for the Flyers.
Good point.
Have to kind of break this rhythm, this momentum right now the Cardinals have on their own.
Put off deep serve, picked up by Marion, going to have to knock it across. It's picked up in the back row, good pass through Pape, and there's Reinhardt cross court, and it sails out of bounds. So there's that opportunity as Marion will get the point and the serve.
Those balls are smoked. That's a tough job of the corner judges to monitor. You're right there sitting on it. It seems easy enough to judge, but the closer you are, I think it's harder to see.
And we're real close. Kaylee Friend with the push across for New Bremen. Popped up over to Frank as she knocks that one across. And Frank, just a freshman. She'll get a ball knocked right back to her again. This one popped up on the Marion side and blocked. Ashton Heitkamp going to work on that front line for New Bremen.
She definitely got the hands on the ball. Friend was up there with her. They both get credit for the assist, but Heitkamp definitely with a good timing and good wrist action to push it back on the court for game point Cardinals.
That'll send Ashton Heitkamp back to serve for the Cardinals. Good serve, picked up back row Marion, and this one will have to be pushed across by Homan, and a good shot. Brooke Homan, I'm not sure how she got that much on that ball. Was not hit past to her that well, but she made it work.
Homan, just her first kill of the set. She averages almost 2.5 for the Flyers, so she hasn't been able to get into the scoring column, if you will, but she's made some nice plays here. Some last possession or so, Greg, you mentioned she made like a save the ball from being out of play or whatever. So she's been doing some stuff, just not been able to get the kills.
Quick hit set up there to Friend, picked up by Marion. Back on the Bremen side. Here's Reinhardt down the shot, and that'll drop for set number 1. It goes to New Bremen, 25-20. We'll take a quick break and be back with set number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Am I better?
Sort of, yeah, much. Bryce, you there? Welcome back to Bluffton University as we get set for set number 2. The first one was a dandy as New Bremen able to edge it out 25-20.
Well, competitive game, no doubt, is what we expected. New Bremen on the set, 9 kills compared to 7 for the Flyers. New Bremen 4 service aces, Marion Local 2. New Bremen records 3 termination blocks compared to 1 for the Flyers, and wasn't the cleanest game. New Bremen actually out-aired Marion Local with 10 errors. New Bremen had compared to 9 for the Marion Local Flyers. Key point you brought up, 7 ties during that match, and each team had some 2 or 3 point leads, but 7 ties as New Bremen wins 25-20.
Back row shot there by Kinsey Toby as Bremen is forced to push it over on a third shot to go back to Marion. Here is Holman trying to get on track here in the second set. That one will go in the net for the first point for New Bremen.
I mentioned that in the first set. You mentioned getting her on track. Only had 1 kill. It wasn't like she played bad. She didn't get her shots down, but she did some other things nicely for the Flyers. So don't mean that in a negative way, but they definitely would like her to get on track offensively.
And speaking of getting on track, Diana Heitkamp with an ace. And Bremen seems to start to be settling in with their serving. And they start off with an early 2-0 lead here in set number 2.
Heitkamp recorded an ace in game number 1.
And Heitkamp gets another.
Had 56 coming into the match tonight, so add 3 more to that total, give her 61 on the season. Serving the ball at 86%. New Bremen as a team averages almost 3.5. I should say just over 3.5 kills, 3.5 kills, 3.5 aces per set. There's a kill by Brooke Holman.
Nice shot across there by Holman on the short Heitkamp serve.
Mentioned New Bremen over 3.5 aces per set. Marion Local just over 3. So both teams do some scoring, if you will, from the serving position. Both teams like to serve aggressive, record an ace here and there, but basically keep the other team out of offense, out of system.
And a great save there by Rethman going into the stands to pull that one out. Bremen will short hit, and Marion able to save it again. Can't get it across. What a hammer shot there from Macy Putoff. Marion did a great job trying to save.
I understand you can hit the ball hard, and you look at these girls, I mean, when you watch the ones on TV that probably hit it hard too, but they're not that big. They look athletic, but not strong, but there's good timing, and they really put a lot of velocity. I wonder what you know, the miles per hour, you know, if you had a gun in here, what that would be off the hand.
We need some ESPN statistics.
Something, because I want to know. That's called reaction, you know.
That one sails out of bounds off of Pullman.
I think you even guess a number, but, you know, you think about fast pitch softball, you're 50 feet away from home plate and it's coming out of their hand. I mean, just wonder what it is coming off the hand here, and you're almost less, well, you're either blocking right at 1 or 2 feet, or you're receiving it maybe 12 feet away.
So Bremen with another ace, that one by Taylor Paul.
3 service aces here in game number 2. Quick start for the Bremen Cardinals.
Paul serving again. Tipped it again. Marion struggling to handle it. We'll have to free ball it across. A nice deep shot there by Marion. This one will go short to put off and saved on the Marion side. Free ball across by Koenig. Picked up short. Pass back row. Reinhardt 10-foot line shot sails deep and out of bounds.
First hitting error of game 2 for New Bremen after a good start of 6-1. Now 6-2 they lead, but here's where the Flyers need to get consecutive serves. Kind of climb back into this, you know, back into this before it gets out of hand. And the Cardinals, you know, if they get a momentum, look out. It's dangerous.
And Olivia Winters served into the net. We'll give it back to New Bremen with a 5-point lead here early in set number 2. New Bremen won the first one 25-20. And we're in set number 2 here. Nice short serve by Pape. Pushed deep, good idea by Rethman, but too far and goes out of bounds.
Rethman averages about a kill per set doing that sort of thing. That one just misses long.
Quick timeout by the Flyers. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Bluffton University. As we get into the second set here, Bremen off to a great start as they lead 8-2.
Yeah, they come off to a great start here. They finished strong in game 1, coming back and winning that one by 5, and now off to a very good start here, and basically with some great serving as that one barely crosses the tape, Greg, but that will be another ace, their 4th here already, so almost half of their points, 4 of their 9 have come on a service ace.
Yeah, great change up there by Claire Pape, the off speed. Messed the timing up for the Flyers. Then she comes back with a hammer down the line, and that's an ace. So what a difference. That was like throwing a 50-mile-an-hour changeup and then come back with 75 or 80. She really puts them on that one.
It's all about, it's no different than baseball.
Yeah.
And hitters, if you throw 100 miles an hour, that's great, but if you don't change your speeds, the hitters are too good. They'll time you up, and it's hard to believe until you witness it. But same way here, if you expect it, it's all about timing and perception. And
another good serve by Pape.
Good job by the Flyers recovering that tough serve.
Good recovery by Heidi Rethman, who throws it across for the kill to end the New Bremen run.
Rethman there, more, I said earlier, she usually gets her kills from setting, like pushing it deep. That time got a little bit more velocity on it. Her first kill of game 2.
Reinhardt shot blocked by Pullman. Popped up Bremen side. Here's Reinhardt again. Gets that one across the blocker. Into that nice save by Pullman. But she's, I think, under the net when she did save it. So point will go back to New Bremen, and they now have an 8-point lead here in set number 2. So Marion trying to turn the tables here, if you will, as they got out to a big lead on New Bremen in the last set, hoping they can do the same and catch up like New Bremen did. This pass over to Toby, blocked by New Bremen and pushed across back to the Bremen side. Quick set to Kaylee Friend, straight down. That's what we were talking about earlier in the match. When she gets on top of it, good luck trying to save it.
Yeah,
a great shot there.
Right. Like you said, the vertical that she has to get up, it's just about timing and arm swing, and that time everything seemed in rhythm. A nice set from Pape.
Here's put off with the short serve. Picked up by Koenig. Quick set to Pullman. Saved in the back row. Chased down by Diana Highcamp. Free ball across to the Marion side. Marion trying to get something going here. Go to Toby. Kenzie Toby off the block for the kill.
Good answer there for the Flyers. And Bremen had to save it with Putoff and Heitkamp chasing down the first attempt, but then went back to work. And Kinsey Toby, who averages just under 3 kills per set, records her second of the match.
And there is Friend again. Marion almost able to pick that one up, but it will drop. Friend with another kill.
The more swings, the more attempts, the more the confidence. And like you said, good luck then after that, as she's had a couple of real nice swings here in her opportunities here in game number 2.
Ashton Heitkamp back to serve for New Bremen. That one goes into the net. As New Bremen leads 13-5 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
First service error for game 2 for the Cardinals. Remember, they committed 4 in game number 1. Marion Local has 1 in game number 2 here, and they had 5 errors in game number 1.
A much needed ace by Marion Local. Number 4, Kinsey Toby, cuts the lead to 7. Toby again back to serve for the Flyers. That one's deep and overplayed. Bremen going to catch a break here. Popped up to Pape and over to Taylor Paul. Back row, nice save. Koenig popped up to Brooke Holman. Goes cross court and out of bounds.
5 hitting errors in game 2 for the Flyers. So if it hasn't been the hitting errors for the Flyers, it's been the aces for New Bremen. That's been about most of the chunk of the points for the Cardinals here in game number 2.
This one's set over to Frank. The lefty shot goes out of bounds. And Bremen extends their lead to 9. Josie Reinhardt back to the service line again for New Bremen. Picked up by Toby. Toby from the 10-foot line going to have a double hit called against Marion, and the lead continues to grow now at 10.
Not a lot of good things going on for the Flyers right now. New Bremen doing a lot of things off that aggressive serve. Put one in the net there, but boy, they've made it pretty difficult on the Flyers to get any momentum here going in this game number 2.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, excuse me, on the Marion side, they seem a little sluggish and out of, excuse me, out of rhythm. And on the Bremen side, just the opposite. They look very confident, relaxed, and playing well. Toby trying to end that one, picked up on the Bremen side. Back set to Reinhardt. Nice save in the back row by Griesdorn. Homan shot blocked at the net, and it will drop. So good answer there by Brooke Homan. But some work ahead.
Some touches, but too much on it for Homan's attack. Her second kill of game number 2.
Lydia Griesdorn again with the serve. Picked up by Diana Heitkamp. Set over to Kaylee Friend. Little miss hit blocked at the net. Back on the Marion side. Here is Brooke Homan. Catches the tape and gets it to drop.
3 kills for Homan. She's had a couple back-to-back here. And a bit of a run now for the Flyers.
The cuddle up there by the Bremen team. Try to end this run. Griesdorn trying to keep it going. Hits that one into the net. That's a tough one when you're trailing, trying to keep your rally going. The last thing you want to do is hit it into the net. That point will give it back to New Bremen on top 17-9 here at set number 2. Diana Heitkamp with the serve. Picked up by Toby. Pushed across by Rethman and picked up by Ashton Heitkamp. Pushed over far side by Putoff. A nice save again by Marion. They've had a couple nice ones and a great catch there. Pushed over far side. Taylor Paul, and just catches the line and in.
Kind of a wild set of events there again, even with Marion Local with the free ball over. Barely makes it over, and then Paul finishes with her kill.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
18-9 our score here in set number 2 at Bluffton University. The winner takes the district final title and goes on to the regional semifinals in Elida a week from today. That winner will play the winner of the Fort Recovery St. Henry match, which I believe is going on at this time as well.
In Kalida.
In Kalida.
Kalida with a K. And
Kalida with a K.
With an E.
Served by Diana Heitkamp, mishandled. And again, another ace, and the New Bremen serving really been the story of this second set.
3 aces by Diana Heitkamp in this set. Had 1 in game number 1, so 4 tonight for the libero, Diana Heitkamp.
Heitkamp again, short serve. Picked up by Koenig. Cross short set to home and blocked. Right back to her from Claire Pape and Macy Putoff. New Bremen, you talked about the blocking a little bit early, Jeff, and New Bremen's definitely got the top side of the termination blocks at the net here tonight so far.
Both teams block well. Both teams on it, ironically, average 2.1 blocks per set. But New Bremen a little bit more aggressive at it tonight. Another ace for Heitkamp, her 4th. But that blocking is so critical. It's a dimension a lot of teams don't have the ability to do, and it's not that easy. So if you can gain that advantage, that's another part of the offense you can use with your blocking for points.
And the serving setting up quite a bit here for New Bremen. Dinah Heitkamp doing a nice job thus far. Back set and a good block right on cue by Brooke Homan and Abby Bruns.
They only had 1 block for points in game number 1. That's their first one here in game number 2. New Bremen, on the other hand, 4 termination blocks. It doesn't seem like much, but it's so hard to come by. That's a big difference, and also mentally it gets into the hitter's psyche or the mindset that there's some hands at the net waiting to kind of attack or to, I should say, defend the ball.
And some good defense there by Marion leads to a double hit for New Bremen. Trying to cut away into that lead. The Flyers, though, still trail by 10.
4th error for New Bremen here in game number 2. On the other hand, Marion Local with 10.
Heitkamp will push it over to Putoff and free ball it across. Marion with a good opportunity. Quick set to Pullman. Off the double block and in for a kill.
Pullman had a big first set, Greg, with 5 kills. That's her first one here in game number 2. Goes to show you just how out of sync the Marion Local offense has been when I don't remember many attacks Pullman's even had, so she gets her first kill there.
Putoff hits one to the back line and drops in to end the Flyer run and push the Bremen lead back to 10 at 22-12 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
For Putoff, her first kill in game number 2. She had 1 in game 1, so 2 on the night. She averages over 2.5. Kind of a quiet night there, but they've been getting it done by other means tonight.
This one pushed softly across by New Bremen. Back slide route, Pullman, and she'll get it to drop. So Pullman getting on a little run here late in the second set. The question is there enough time for Marion to catch up? They trail by 9.
Good point. I like the slide. I don't know why more teams don't do it, and I'm not a volleyball expert, so maybe I shouldn't have even said that, but I think it's hard to defend.
Yeah.
And she can do it when the timing's there. It's pretty accurate. That's pretty good.
That shot by Heitkamp knocked into the net. Flyers cut away at that lead, now trail by 8. Serve there by Madison Mesher goes long. And now New Bremen just 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead here in this district final. First team to 3 wins the match. Quick set to Pullman, blocked by New Bremen, over to Josie Reinhardt. Good dig there by Koenig. I'm sorry, it's Griesdorn. And now free balled across by Rethman. Back on the Bremen side. Cross court, Putoff, blocked, but out of bounds off of Marion. So that'll put us to set point at 24-14 for New Bremen. Claire Pape, who had a nice run of points here serving-wise for New Bremen in this match. Serving now. That shot picked up on the Bremen side and knocked across by Putoff. And that's how set number 2 will end. Dominated by New Bremen, 25-14. We'll take a break and come back with set number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Bluffton University, our presentation of Grand Lake Health, presented by Grand Lake Health. We're here at Bluffton for district final volleyball action, and so far, the first set was pretty competitive. Bremen comes out on top. The second one was all New Bremen, and in particular, serving by New Bremen.
New Bremen, yes, dominates this game number 2. Basically, they're serving. They record 7 aces compared to just 1 from Marion Local, and basically, if they weren't getting aces, they were forcing Marion Local into some, out-of-system plays, and it would force Marion Local into some bad hitting attempts. And Marion Local had 6 hitting errors to go along with all those aces. About 13 of those points, right there with 25.
It's definitely going to be a battle here for Marion to just mentally get back into this, as Bremen put a number on them that first set. And you know how volleyball is. It's definitely a momentum thing, and it gets in your mind a little bit. That's a good answer by Elena Pullman. A much-needed point that the Flyers will take as they even it up here in game number 3 at 1-1.
We go back to game 1 when Marion Local took a lead and forced Bremen into a timeout. They were playing clean, and it's just you just
confident.
See it. Everything was working well. They've got another service error there committed by the Flyers, and they can't afford to get 2 down too early. It's a long way to go, but boy, with the momentum, like I said, with them kind of playing on their heels a little bit now.
That's right.
You want to get some positivity going in your offense.
And on the other side, Bremen is playing with a nice rhythm. And there's another nice shot there by, I think that was Pullman.
It was Pullman, and she records her 9th kill. Had 5 in game 1, 2 last game, and 2 quickly here in game number 3. 9 on the night for the 5'11 junior.
So good answer by the Flyers. Here's Rethman now, back to serve. Trying to pull Marion back into this match as they need this one to keep going. Blocked on the Marion side. Pullman back up again. Blocked again, stays on the Marion side. Pushed across by Rethman. Bremen now in the attack. Quick hit, blocked by Pullman and Kinsey Toby for the kill. And the Flyers have their first lead in quite a while.
Well, they need something like this. Still a long way to go, but maybe this will help for them get their momentum back. And
Rethman serve, picked up back row, popped up to Highcamp. And it was smoked down the line for the kill.
Highcamp, her 3rd kill of the night. Had a very good first game with 2 kills and 3 blocks. And now her first kill here in game number 3. But very big part of that for her was that end of the first set, her blocking for the Cardinals.
Claire Pape's serve picked up and out of bounds from Elena Pullman. We'll give the lead back to New Bremen at 4-3.
So the 50-50 balls tonight, if you will, have not gone in favor of New Bremen. It's some
in favor of Marion, you mean?
Yes, yes. It's been, and that's part of the game too. The bang calls, and right now it's been tough. There's another hitting there that goes behind the antenna.
And it definitely seemed to go that way when your team is struggling, right? In any sport.
Yes.
When you need that point, it seems like those those effort balls, if you will, like the 50-50s, tend to not go your way. Marion now trailing by 2 here early in set number 3. Good push across and a block by Putoff, so back on Bremen's side. Pape set over to Reinhardt. Back row is just out.
First hitting error of the game for the Cardinals.
I would say that 50-50 ball went back their way, as that looked like it might have been tipped, but either way, it goes called out of bounds, and the point to Marion. Like you mentioned before, it's tough to see. I don't envy those line judges at all, as that shot by Reinhardt sails long, and we're even at 5. Pass picked up. Here is pop up to put off and shot out of bounds. So Marion able to reclaim the lead after we've had 4 ties already here.
And 3 hitting errors almost in succession here by the Cardinals. So
Pullman with the serve is a good serve, but hits that one long and out of bounds. So that'll give us tie again.
Marion Local had 5 service errors in game 1, 3 in game number 2, and 3 already here in game number 3. So on the night, 11 service errors.
Macy put off to serve for New Bremen. 6-6 here in set number 3. New Bremen took the first 2, 25-20, 25-14. Set over to Reinhardt. Cross court picked up by Koenig and pushed over by Marion. Here is Ashton Highkamp picked up again, Marion side. Over to Kinsey Toby, shot down the line and in.
Boy, that play, that's a big point for the Flyers. They almost gave it away on the serve receive with the ball being deflected, had to run it down by the stands, and then 2 girls going after it. Someone luckily hit it over for them. But Toby, basically wins a point. Probably New Bremen should have got.
Kinsey Toby with the serve. Quick set to Friend is picked up in the back row by Toby. Back set over to Frank. Tipped and picked up on Bremen's side. That one's going to be tough to get around the net. I was going to say, not the net, but the pole, the candy cane pole, and it does go around the outside, so a point will go to Marion.
Yeah, the ball just really carried too far out. Almost an impossible shot to keep in between the sticks or the pins.
Toby
the candy cane's pull.
The candy cane. That one tipped off the line. Going to come right into our window. Nice grab there by Jeff Henchen. And Marion now with their biggest lead here in probably the last 2 sets.
5 hitting errors, and a lot of those have come in this run at Marion Local rattled off here with a 3-point lead.
That serve picked up by Putoff. Here's a back hit to Ashton Highkamp. Tipped up by Rethman. And now going to be free ball across. Bremen side. Popped up, other side of the court. Reinhardt off the block. And Marion able to save it. It's going to sail right to the edge line. Bremen, Kaylee Friend, another great save. And Marion getting to every ball, making New Bremen continue to work. Front side, and a double hit going to be called. Great effort by Marion, and they extend the lead to 4.
You can feel the energy now on this side of the court, the left side. And again, I thought a point maybe the Cardinals should have won with the desperation plays, if you will, that Marion
showing the resilience. They're fighting hard here as that one sails out of bounds. That's the tough part about volleyball. That missed service error can take it out of you real quick. The Flyers coming out to play here in set number 3, hanging on to a 3-point advantage.
It's important now to get a good first touch. You mentioned the service error. You don't want to give them a quick point here and then right away that lead has really dwindled, and the hitting error doesn't help much. But there's back-to-back quick points for the Cardinals. They only trail now by 2, and again, this is where who's going to make the big play, the big positive play. Got to field it cleanly, get into your offense.
Ashton Highkamp again with the serve. That one sails out of bounds.
First service error by the Cardinals. They've done a much better job tonight. As I mentioned earlier, 4 service errors in game 1, 2 last game, and just their first one here. So they've served the ball much cleaner, and also they've recorded some more aces than the Flyers have as well. So the serving advantage tonight basically belonging to the Cardinals so far.
Quick set to Kaylee Friend. Somehow Marion pulls it out of net. Friend blocks it back on the Marion side. And Marion again forces New Bremen on a tough play. Popped up here to the net to Taylor Paul. And that one will drop for a kill. But boy, you got to give Marion credit. They are making New Bremen work for all of these here in the 3rd set.
Yes, and that time Taylor Paul capitalizes on it again. A point just by how the Flyers had to recover it and make a play on it.
Reinhardt with the service error. Puts that one in the net, and the Marion Flyers hang on to a 3-point lead. As Kelsey Canning will head to the service line for Marion. Short serve, and no one will get that for New Bremen. A badly needed ace there for Marion.
For the Flyers, their first ace here of game number 1, of game number 3.
Serve picked up by Diana Highkamp, pushed over other side. Taylor Paul got on top of that one and sends it out of bounds. And this is the same scenario we had in set number 1. The Flyers with a 14-9 lead. Bremen was able to come back from that in the first set. We'll see what Marion can do with it here in the third. Set to Friend, and she gets it to drop for the Bremen point.
Able to hit enough on it, Greg, enough velocity to wiggle through the block, and a big point for the Cardinals. They almost have to think a timeout was coming up, but they get a stop momentarily with the kill by Friend.
Dinah Heitkamp, short serve, ball pushed over by Marion. Quick set to Putoff is blocked at the net. Slide route to Pullman, down and in.
I said it again, I haven't seen that stop too many times. Also, I don't see it run very much.
Right.
Haven't seen Marion play, obviously, on Monday night and some games before that in a tournament at New Knoxville, and then when they played the Rangers in the regular season finale. I haven't seen them utilize that wheel route or the slide attack.
That one blocked at the net off of Macy Pullman will drop for a New Bremen kill.
Yeah, Pullman there, Elena Pullman, able to get some hands on, but Macy Putoff able to win it with her first kill of game number 3 for Macy Putoff.
And we'll send Taylor Paul to the service line. Marion on top, 15-11, trailing 2-0 here in our district final. A good save by New Bremen, forcing Marion. Here is the slide again by Elena Pullman, and that is working here thus far in set number 2 for Marion.
Good teamwork. It was kind of a wild play, and you'd hear Pullman yelling at her setter, and it was, you know, it was Operation Go, if you will, and it was a beautiful set by Rethman. Good finish by Pullman.
Rethman now to the service.
4 kills here in game 3.
Bremen back on the attack. Heitkamp is pushed back across to the Bremen side. Bremen with another chance. Quick set to Putoff, and it is down in 4 kill.
Number 8, 2 back-to-back kills here for her in this rotation. I should say back-to-back, but here while she's in the front row, and big point for the Cardinals. They need to get consecutive serves now. They've been at this 4 or 5 mark for some time, I believe, Greg, and need to get the ball back and serve again.
Marion going back to Pullman. She pushes that one across. Saved by New Bremen. Shot across. Picked up by Koenig. Blocked at the net by New Bremen off of Pullman. Pullman, though, with too much power, will get the kill.
Well said. Now she goes to the back row. Pullman leads right now the front row with 5 kills, and she leads with her team up by 5, 17-12.
And a lot of energy on that serve from Pullman. Sails way out of bounds. And as you mentioned, though, Marion's had that 3, 4, 5-point lead. They still do it 17-13. Been mostly in control of this third set. Macy Putoff for New Bremen, picked up back row, and a double hit going to be called against Marion.
Well, it's almost automatic. If you're not the team's setter, it just seems like it's almost automatic. I'm not saying it was or wasn't, but more times than not, if you're not in this case, both teams run a 5-1. If you're not Claire Pape or Heidi Rethman, you better bump it, because you hit it with your 2 hands.
Yep, you got to be on the good hands team, but Bremen returns the favor on the sailed long, I believe, by Macy Putoff serve. And again, the Flyer lead at 4, 14-18. Kinsey Toby with the serve. It's a good one. Picked up by New Bremen, popped up over to Reinhardt. Back row kill goes down.
For number 5, Josie Reinhardt, her first kill of game 3, did not have a kill in game number 2, recorded 5 way back in game number 1, so 6 on the night for Josie Reinhardt.
Ashton Heitkamp with the serve, and boy, it's definitely been a struggle here for New Bremen in this third set. They've not, like you said before, gotten back-to-back points in quite some time.
Yeah, because of the service error, Greg, and there for a while they hadn't had many, but they've got probably 3 service errors and probably their past 4 servers, so it's tough to get momentum when you can't keep the ball in play. And
back set to Reinhardt, sails out of bounds. So the Flyers now with a 5-point lead at 20-15 will lead to a New Bremen timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, TrackCapped, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health Production on NKTelco Sports. We're here at district final action at Bluffton University. The Marion local Flyers have battled back here in the third set and now have a 20-15 lead, looking to take set number 3.
You see how well that timeout works for the Cardinals. Sometimes they can get a service error following the timeout.
Quick shot there by Reinhardt is in. So the Bremen comes out with an answer to cut the lead to 4, 20-16.
That's a good answer. Reinhardt, I think that's her second kill. She had that other one just right before that, but Reinhardt with the service error.
Right on cue. It's really been a battle for New Bremen here in set number 3 to keep the serve in. And they now again trail by 5. Koenig back to serve. Picked up by Bremen. Back set to Friend. Saved the far side. Slide route again to Pullman. Gets too much on that one. Looking for a touch. Doesn't get it.
One of the rare times that the slide hasn't worked for Pullman, and hit it well, just long.
Dinah Highcamp back to serve, and she's going to return it. I think they shorten the lines in between games sometimes. There's a
well, I swear I had just said that Bremen committed their second service error, of the game, but recently here, probably the last 5 or 6 girls to serve, they've all had one. Yeah. Maybe not after their first, or right their first serve, but after their first one, and that's 6 now in game number 2.
Olivia Winter, good first serve, and Elena Pullman makes it count on the overplay.
Number 6 with her 6th kill of game number 3. Give her 13 on the night so far.
Olivia Winter again hits the tape on that one.
6 service errors, matches New Bremen. Now both teams with 6 service errors.
Flyers looking to close out this third set, have a 23-18 advantage. Taylor Paul back to serve for New Bremen. Popped over to Kinsey Toby, blocked at the net by Putoff and Pape.
They teamed up back in game number 1 for a termination block. They get one here, and big time for that here late in the game. That's usually a momentum builder when you get those blocks. Those are about like goals in soccer. They don't happen very often.
Taylor Paul serve picked up by Koenig. Quick set to Pullman. Pullman with the dart knocks it in for a kill.
7 in game number 3, as I mentioned. 14 on the night for Pullman. Game point, Flyers.
Nicole Frank checks back in for Marion. That will send Rethman to the service line, trying to serve out this third set, and it does drop in. Ace. Heidi Rethman, that'll end set number 3. Marion takes it 25-19. We'll take a break and be back with set number 4. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Bluffton University as we get set for the 4th set. New Bremen winning the first 2. Marion in good fashion winning the 3rd. And we just get started here with set number 3. I'm Greg Burning, my partner Jeff Henshin. First point here, a good one. Pushed it deep and out of bounds from Bruns.
For that third game, Greg, New Bremen commits 14 errors compared to 11. So each team gave the ball away, if you will, in the third game. Elena Pullman, 7 kills. 7 of the 8 kills for the Flyers in game number 3 come from Elena Pullman, and she came up big in that game. Also was part of a block.
Good shot there by Taylor Paul off the block. Will drop for a kill. As New Bremen comes out with a quick start at a 2-0 lead.
As well as New Bremen served in game number 2, Greg, they recorded 7 aces. They had no aces in game number 3 and had 6 service errors. So kind of a Jekyll and a Hyde there, if you will.
Right.
They feast or famine, and couldn't get it to pay off for them, did the Cardinals in game number 3.
Marion side, pushed and a block by Putoff and Paul.
Reinhardt. Oh, you're right. It was a Putoff and Paul.
Will give New Bremen a 3-0 lead here in set number 4.
Good anticipation by both of them. You could see the pass, the ball, if you will, was coming close. They timed it well with Rethman and able to stuff it for a block.
Diamond Highcamp serve a little short and into the net. We'll give the ball over to Marion. Kelsey Koenig to serve. Good serve, and will drop for an ace. So Marion coming alive with their serving in that third set, looking to do the same here in the fourth.
They had 2 service aces in that third set, again compared to none for New Bremen.
And as that one has a little too much juice on it, goes out of bounds. Taylor Paul back to serve for the New Bremen Cardinals. Serve picked up in the back row by Griesdorn and pushed across by Brooke Holman, who pushed it just enough through the block for the kill. Not the prettiest point, but it still counts.
Very well said. It wasn't hit that hard at all, but she was able to take kind of a poor set and able to push it diagonally towards us and got the good angle, and no one home there for New Bremen. Good kill for Brooke Holman.
Olivia Winters done a nice job for Marion tonight with her serve. Highcamp, Ashton Highcamp. And her Ashton Highcamp shot able to drop in for the kill.
Marion Local was in the net regardless, but it will still be a kill for Ashton Highcamp. Now number 4 has 4 kills on the night.
Claire Pate back to serve for New Bremen. Short serve, pushed across back to the Bremen side. Popped up over to Ashton Highcamp off the double block. Nice save on the Marion. Tipped across, back on Bremen. Pushed over Josie Reinhardt off the double block. Good save on New Bremen side. Again, up here is Putoff, and that one will drop. So some great play there both sides, but Putoff in the end comes up with a kill for New Bremen.
Very well set. Some good hands at the net, some good saves. Putoff, though, just kept at it, and another high velocity, hard hit ball, and eventually I think force is going to beat finesse.
Good serve by Pate. Picked up Marion. Toby with the shot in for the kill.
Toby's been consistent tonight. Maybe just not enough of it. 1 kill now in each set. So number 4 has 4 kills, but I think she's won. Again, I've seen her play a few times. Athletic, can jump, and has some good arm swings. Just needs to get the ball in the rhythm and give her some opportunities if they can.
Cross court set to Reinhardt, blocked by Macy Putoff on the Pullman return.
A rare solo block. You don't see that a lot, but good timing again by Macy Putoff. She averages over a block a set, so this is not a surprise, if you will. Putoff is very aggressive, forms a good wall, if you will, herself throughout the season, averaging 1 kill or 1 block per set.
Far side shot, Kinsey Toby, another kill.
Well, there they give her multiple kills, if you will. Now her second of game number 4, and 5 on the night.
That'll send Elena Pullman back to the service line for the Flyers. Serve is really close to the line, called just out. Oh, and I think yep, that one is called. I'm not sure the up official, I think, called it in, and that is correct. So the line judge on the far side on the line called it out. The up official overruled.
Of course, the up official, I think, has a better angle on some of those shots. It's
That goes to Marion as an ace, or a point, I should say.
As an ace, yes. I'd let the corner official sit in the stands where they can see it better. You don't have to worry about getting run over, and you don't have to feel like we're on an island out there either. So
miss hit there by New Bremen, goes out of bounds, and we're even at 7.
There we go, that service error, if you will, that service ace overturned, a little momentum builder there, and then again, New Bremen had to get a good first contact and get a good attack. They didn't, but
Pullman's shot goes into the net.
So big break for the Cardinals there. Again, Marion Local, I think, had a chance there really to gain some leverage or gain some distance, but service error and Rechterman in.
So Ellie Rechterman, who's been injured a fair part of this season, comes in to serve for New Bremen, and a good shot cross court by Taylor Paul.
Rechterman, yes, you mentioned injured early in the season, was averaging a kill per set. Now back with her foot injury, she's serving in the back row.
Gets a little too much on that one. Sails out of bounds. 9-8 on our first National Bank scoreboard as Rechterman will check out for her twin sister, Ashton Heitkamp. I'm just kidding. We just look a lot alike. And that will send Kinsey Toby to the service line for Marion. Picked up by Diana Heitkamp. Back set to Reinhardt. Nice save by Toby. Back up again is Reinhardt, as that one will drop off the Reinhardt and Friend block for a New Bremen point. Tight match here through set number 4. It's been close most of the way. Bremen got out to an early lead, but Marion responded, and we've been 1 or 2 points most of the way here. As that one is knocked out of bounds by Bruns, will give Bremen a 3-point advantage.
Out of system, out of routine, if you will, the hitting error, and that was the play before, another block as you called it. So Bremen getting some termination blocks here. I think it's her 3rd of this set, so getting some points off of the block.
Good serve by Reinhardt, gives Bremen a good opportunity here. Here's Paul, drops it over the blocker, and it will drop in for the kill.
Boy, from here it looked like a lot of action. A couple of tackles going up, kind of, you know, from our angle, who was getting it, and a couple of New Bremen players going up, and Paul did like a little floating, almost like a running layup, floating attack that records for a kill. Now an ace service ace for the Cardinals.
Big ace there by Josie Reinhardt. Drops in to give Bremen a 5-point lead. That'll lead to a timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Bluffton University. We're here in the 4th set. New Bremen won the first 2. Marion stormed back to take the 3rd. And now New Bremen with a 13-8 here in set number 4.
New Bremen, Greg, on a 6-1 run. It was tied 7-7. 6-1 now. The Cardinals have run off, forced a timeout by Coach Chappell. And his team will have to get an answer to stop the momentum.
Good
play
strong
by
hit.
Brooke Homan.
Homan's shot will drop.
Homan on the year, 2.4 kills per set, just over a 200 hitting percentage. Records her 6th kill of this 4-game match so far.
Lydia Griesdorn back to serve for the Flyers, picked up by Diana Heitkamp. Far side, Taylor Paul. Nice save back row, Koenig. Popped up over to Homan, saved and pushed across with the over-the-shoulder hook shot by Claire Pape will drop for the kill.
That's very difficult to defend, and she did it cleanly and legally, and has to be a lot of things have to happen right there, but good job by Claire Pape, knowing that that was when all the stars were lined up and the planets aligned, and she was able to, as you said, the backwards tip for kill.
That shot by Homan sails out of bounds, so getting into crunch time here for the Flyers. They trail 15-9. Gonna have to put something together here to get back into this 4th set, as this is a must-win for Marion. Koenig's ball knocked across. Good pass up front. Pape, she's going to try the hook shot again. Picked up, though, by Marion. Back on Bremen side. Far side. Paul, that shot drops for a kill. And we saw this in the second set. Bremen's getting on a roll and now have a 7-point lead.
Hard shots like that definitely send some energy through your team. And, you know, Pape tried the same attempt again and picked up by Koenig, but Paul with a hammer earns the point.
And a good answer by Brooke Homan with some power. Cuts the lead to 6.
3 kills here in set number 4 for the 5'9" senior Brooke Homan.
So 16-10 on our first National Bank scoreboard. New Bremen on top. Koenig with the serve. Picked up and mishandled by Reinhardt. And will drop for an ace for the senior Kelsey Koenig.
2 aces for Koenig here in game number 4. Had 1 in game number 3, so 3 on the night for the libero.
Pape passes it back to Putoff, gets it across, pushed over on the Bremen side. Popped up again. Here is Paul. That one doesn't clear. And a couple back-to-back points by the Flyers cut the lead to 4.
Big point coming up here, as you mentioned. You know, another point for the Flyers.
And it's a smoker ace again by Koenig. She puts a run together, leads to a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
PlyGem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products. And the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. PlyGem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Welcome back to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We're here at Bluffton University, set number 4. The Flyers on a run.
A 4-0 run.
4-0 run.
16-9, now 4 unanswered.
Led by senior Kelsey Koenig, and her serving, and she drops in another ace as the run continues.
That's 4 aces for her in game number 4. I think 3 in this service rotation. She's been a big part of this comeback run.
Momentum clearly on Marion's side. Bremen looking to answer. Pop it up to Paul. Gets it across, but it's picked up on Marion's side. Back set slide. Pullman has worked well tonight. Bremen picks it up. Far side. Taylor Paul with the hammer. Big point for New Bremen.
Boy, Paul's played big. She's had some monstrous shots here recently. Some really hard-driven attacks. Really, you know, real crowd pleasers, if you will, for the Cardinals, where she's put some big-time smoke on them. 5 in game number 4 for Paul, but now she serves in the back row.
And that serve sails out of bounds.
3 service aces in game 4 for the Bremen Cardinals, 2 for the Marion Local Flyers.
Couple substitutions for Marion Local. Number 14, Nicole Frank. I'm sorry, that's Olivia Winter, number 14. And number 4, Kinsey Toby will come up to the front row. The Winters had some good serves here tonight for Marion. Looking for some now. That one hit a ton. Sails out of bounds.
Now each team with 3 service errors.
That'll send Claire Pape to the service line for New Bremen with a 3-point lead. Short serve catches the top of the tape and falls on the Bremen side. So back-to-back service aces by each team.
New Bremen now takes that lead 4-3 in the service errors in game number 4.
That'll send Heidi Rethman back to serve for Marion Local, trailing by 2, and that one sails. I'm telling you, they shorten the lines in between games. It seems like we get towards the end here. I think you had it before. The adrenaline just kicks in. A little extra thinking.
Can't let it bother you, but boy, it sure is frustrating.
Macy Putoff serve, gets it in. Quick set, Pullman pushes that deep in the far corner. It drops. Good placement, Elena Pullman.
That was almost like a slide from the other way. She came from the right side, coming around
to the middle.
It looked like an awkward attack, but she's able to hit it. It's almost like a quarterback rolling out towards us and throwing it the opposite way.
Now send Pullman to the service line. mishandled by New Bremen, and it'll free ball and just get it across. Should be a good opportunity for Marion. Pushed up. Here's Toby. Good block by New Bremen. Popped up to Ashton Highcamp. Back row shot deep and out of bounds. So Marion coming all the way back. We're down at 1 point, 13-9. Have now, I'm sorry, they were down 16-9. Have climbed back in it, trailed just by 1 at 19-18. Bremen looking to answer. And there is a Reinhardt heel shot. Drops in for the kill.
Wouldn't have expected that one maybe to score it, but it was misplayed on the off speed again, the roll shot, and Reinhardt will take it. It's her first of game number 4, and she's hit some hard driven attacks, goes off speed and gets the misplay against the Flyers.
There's a serve by Rechterman, who checked in on the last one, and a block and a slam dunk by Kaylee Friend. A great timing and a big point gives New Bremen a 3-point lead. That will lead to a timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Bluffton University. Set number 4. New Bremen took the first 2. Marion won the third. And now we're here in the 4th. New Bremen on top 21-18.
Getting some good aggressive serving from Rechterman, and then Friend with that big time termination block. Again, a little slam dunk variety. Again, that's a big boost for your offense, for your team. And Marion Local takes their last timeout, so they'll have to, hopefully this timeout will cause the Cardinals to slow down a bit, give the Flyers a chance to kind of regroup and get a good attack.
And a big serve from Ellie Rechterman drops in for an ace to give New Bremen a 4-point lead at 22-18.
3 to go for the Cardinals. Must have this first good touch for the Flyers.
A little extra on that one by Rechterman, goes out of bounds, so she gives that one right back. And she'll check out for Highcamp. 22-19 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Kinsey Toby to serve for the Flyers. Picked up by Diana Highcamp. Far side set to Taylor Paul. Good block. Nice pickup by Claire Pape. And they go back to Taylor Paul. Again, she's blocked again. Again, a nice save by Highcamp. Other side, Reinhardt, and that one's mishandled. Flyers trying to track it down, but cannot. It goes out of bounds. Great effort, Marion Local. Too much at New Bremen. Getting noisy in here as we get down towards the end of this fourth set. New Bremen with a 4-point lead, looking to close out the match. Josie Reinhardt serve just clears the net, mishandled. Marion gonna have to bump it across. Good chance for New Bremen. Quick set, far side. Taylor Paul off the block, picked up nicely by the Flyers. Popped up here by Homan, and it gets over to the Bremen side, so that was a tough one to see, but the point drops in for the Flyers.
I wasn't real sure how it ended up.
Yeah.
Homan able to muscle it down. A couple of Bremen players right there to defend, but it drops in on their side. Point much needed for the Flyers.
Lydia Griesdorn serving for Marion. Picked up Reinhardt, passed over to Taylor Paul. Got on top of that one just enough. Marion's trying to track it down, cannot. So a big miss hit there by Marion leads to 4 match points for the New Bremen Cardinals at 24-20.
Number 6, Taylor Paul with her 6th kill, and that one a big one is match point now, as you said, serving for the Cardinals.
Diana Highcamp back to serve. Kinsey Toby checks back in for the Flyers. Highcamp, big serve, gets it in, picked up by Toby, bumped up to the free, and knocked across. Oh, nice save again by Highcamp. Quick set to put off, double hit gonna be called. The Flyers hanging on at 24-21.
Just the 4th double hit called on the Cardinals so far tonight. They've had 1 in each game. Marion Local also only with 4, so the setters basically doing an excellent job with the ball handling attempts they've had to handle tonight.
Caning serve handled We got a ball on the court. Haven't had that happen here tonight either.
It hasn't, but I see it, and the colleges do it, and I hate it. They roll the balls during the serve.
They definitely do.
Part, and I'm waiting. Someone's going to roll one on the court once, and it happens. I don't know why we have to do it during play. I see it at colleges. I think it's...
So that one will be replayed. Here's Bremen on the replay. Over to Putoff. Nice save by Homan. Marion going to have to scramble to get this one across. And they do. Nice shot from the back row by Kinsey Toby. Drops in for the kill. Great recovery. The Flyers trailing now just by 2.
That's a big swing from a junior. You know, match point. You're hitting from beyond the 10-foot line.
Koenig again with the serve. Bremen mishandled, blocked at the net. Nice save by Macy Putoff. Back to Putoff in the front row. Dumps it across the block, and it drops for the kill. New Bremen takes district final here at Bluffton. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to Bluffton University. The New Bremen Cardinals victorious in 4 tough sets, able to pull that last one out 25-22 as they are district champs here at Bluffton. They will take on the winner of the Kalida district, which is also played this evening, and that winner will be between Fort Recovery and St. Henry, so that'll be another MAC event. That will happen next week, and we'll have it here on NKTelco as well.
Joining us for the presentation are the athletic directors from the 2 competing schools, Gary Jones and
We'll have a presentation here of medals
from Marion Local High School
for both teams here, and a great season for the Marion Local Flyers as they will end their year at 13-13.
Please step forward to be recognized. First for the 2019 district runner-up.
So district runner-up Marion Local Flyers here to receive their medals, coached by Anthony Chappell.
Madison Mesher.
Number 1, Madison Mesher, a senior.
Corey Sager.
Number 2, Corey Sager, a junior.
Linda Griesdorn.
Number 3, Lydia Griesdorn, junior.
Kinsey Toby.
Number 4, Kinsey Toby, junior. Had some nice plays here tonight. We'll see her in action again next season.
Holly Puppelman.
Holly Puppelman, a 5'7" junior. Elena Pullman, also a junior. They made some really nice hits here tonight for the Flyers. A lot of underclassmen here.
Nicole Frank.
For the Flyers, number 7, Nicole Frank, just a freshman.
Heidi Rethman.
Heidi Rethman, also a junior.
Kelsey Koenig.
The libero for the Flyers, senior Kelsey Koenig.
Brooke Holman.
Number 10, Brooke Holman, right side hitter, senior for the Flyers.
Abby Bruns.
Number 11, Abby Bruns, junior middle hitter.
Caitlin Harding.
Number 12, Caitlin Hardings, senior.
Olivia Winter.
Number 14, Olivia Winter, did a nice job with some service aces tonight for Marion Local.
Molly Winter.
Number 16, Molly Winter, sophomore. Olivia Winter, also a sophomore.
And Lindsay Koenig.
And number 18, Lindsay Koenig, another freshman.
And now now with the captains of the Marion Local Flyers, please come forward.
So a lot of underclassmen, as we mentioned here, from Marion Local, returning a nice core of players for next season.
And now please, the captains step forward to receive.
They're a district runner-up to receive their district team trophy here at Bluffton University. Again, congratulations to Coach Anthony Chappell and the Marion Local Flyers on a fine season.
And now the 2019 district champion division.
And your district champs here at Bluffton University, the New Bremen Cardinals. And they will continue their journey as they are now 24-1 on the season under Coach Diana Kramer.
Katie Howell.
Number 1, Katie Howell, junior.
Megan Reinhardt.
Number 3, Megan Reinhardt, a freshman. Coincidentally sister to Josie Reinhardt. Number 4, Ashton Heitkamp, a senior. Excuse me. Outside hitter for New Bremen. Did a nice job tonight. Josie Reinhardt, a junior. Kind of all-around player for New Bremen. Taylor Paul, senior. Outside and right hitter for New Bremen.
Kaylee Friend.
Number 7, Kaylee Friend, sophomore.
Macy Putoff.
Number 8, Macy Putoff, senior, all-around player for New Bremen.
Ellie Tangeman.
Number 9, Ellie Tangeman, sophomore.
Chloe Bornhorst.
Number 10, Chloe Bornhorst, outside hitter and setter for the Cardinals, a freshman.
Claire Payne.
Number 12, Claire Pape, junior. Does a little bit of everything for New Bremen, is the setter in this 5-1 rotation.
Ellie Rechterman.
Number 13, Ellie Rechterman, a junior, made a nice comeback tonight, if you will, as she got a little more playing time off of her injury. Made some nice points down the stretch for New Bremen. Number 14, freshman Leanna Paul.
Mia Schmidtmeyer.
Number 15, Mia Schmidtmeyer, freshman.
Ella Pape.
And number 23, Ella Pape, who is actually Claire Pape's sister. So a couple of sets of sisters on this team. Celebrating their district champion, number 0, Diana Heitkamp, junior. Libero did a great job tonight getting some of the shots in the back row. As you hear the hand for Diana Heitkamp.
Diana Kramer.
I'm sorry, Diana Kramer. Too many Dianas in back-to-back
Too
sequence
many sisters, you're getting all confused.
That's right. The 2019 district champions, the Bremen Cardinals, coming forward. The senior captains, Putoff Paul and Ashton Heitkamp, as they hold the trophy up. Congratulations again to them as they go 24-1. Here with our post-game stats wrap-up is Mr. Jeff Henchen.
Well, thank you. Very entertaining game tonight. You know, 2 quality teams, and Bremen comes out on top in a very competitive match here. For the Flyers of Marion Local, their season ends, as you mentioned. They were led tonight by Elena Pullman. She records 15 kills, 2 service aces, and a block. Also, Brooke Holman finishes with 8 kills and 2 blocks. Kinsey Toby, 6 kills, an ace, and a block. And also, Heidi Rethman recorded a kill and 2 service aces, and Kelsey Koenig, the libero, ends the night with 5 aces for her team. For the victorious New Bremen Cardinals, Diana Heitkamp recorded 5 service aces, Ashton Heitkamp 4 kills and 3 blocks, Josie Reinhardt 9 kills, 2 aces, 1 block, Taylor Paul 9 kills, 3 aces, 1 block, Kaylee Friend 3 kills, 4 blocks, Macy Putoff 8 kills and 5 blocks, Claire Pape 1 kill, 2 service aces, Ellie Rechterman a service ace. So there are your totals. And for the team, before we get to that, the team totals: New Bremen 34 kills compared to 30 for Marion Local. New Bremen 13 service aces compared to 11 for the service aces, and New Bremen 9 blocks compared to 3 blocks on the night. So our player of the game, now I have to ask our crew because our TV just went out. Tell me through the headset. Okay, our winner tonight could have gone to a host of players. We're going to go with number 6, Taylor Paul. She ends the night as a leading attacker for New Bremen with 9 kills, also part of the serving barrage that recorded 3 aces, and also chipped in with a block. So congratulations to number 6, Taylor Paul, our player of the game tonight, sponsored by NKTelco.
A great job again, and congratulations to the New Bremen Cardinals as they move on to the regional semifinals next week at Elida. I'd like to thank our crew for tonight's action. Director Bryce Hamrick, assistant Ian Bollheimer, our camera person Jeremy Birch, my partner Jeff Hench, and I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.